Bonnie's women's soccer coach Steve Brdarski looking ahead to this weekend. And Coach, it must be exciting after 3 straight A10 road games to start off the conference season for you and the team to finally get back to McGraw-Jennings Field.
Yeah, you know, not only the first 3 road games, but I think they were all tough road games. You know, all 3 games were games we were in, starting with St. Louis. You know, losing the game with 3 minutes to go, that was a pretty tough pill to swallow. We went to Duquesne. Again, you know, 2-hour delay, hour-and-a-half delay. You know, didn't start the game, and they were pretty physical, and you know, we didn't come out as quickly as what we needed to. And you know, Richmond, again, it was the same thing. You know, we gave up a couple goals. Didn't play bad. You know, actually, we played a really good last 30 minutes of the game. You know, but just not piecing together 90 minutes on the road, and it's going to be tough to get results on the road when that happens. So the flip side of that is you come home, hopefully. The Bonnet Bounce comes out to help us, and we're able to generate the same momentum going into these 4 games. Maybe, you know, start a winning streak and everything like that, and get ourselves back to where we need to be in the conference.
Coach, your opponents this weekend, starting Friday afternoon with George Washington, and then Sunday afternoon with VCU. What do you look at when you look at specifically George Washington? What does the team need to do to be successful against the Colonials? Well,
George Washington is a really good team. I think. A lot of people look at what they did last year and look at their results. But if you look at them this year, they've been very, very difficult to beat. They either win or tie. I think they lost 2 games early on. And then so I think they're on a 7 out of 8 games where they're unbeaten. It's tough to play a team that's on a hot streak like that. We have to, though, not worry about George Washington. We have to worry about us. You know, we're dealing with some things within our team, injuries and whatnot, you know, a couple players missing. But that doesn't mean anything. You know, we need to defend. I should say, first and foremost, we need to work hard for 90 minutes. You know, piece together what we learned in the last three conference games. We need to defend well. You know, I think we've had moments where we've been good as a team, and then you let ourselves down in terms of whether it be transition or whatnot, giving up a goal, and now we're chasing after the game. So we need to stop that. And then the third part is just continuing to score goals. You know, we've only been shut out once this season, so we've found the back of the net enough times. It'd be nice to find it a couple more times, you know, get ourselves in a position where, you know, we can jump out on George Washington in the first 15-20 minutes and then be able to dictate the pace of the game, as opposed to, you know, like in our last 2 games, we've been chasing after the game. So that's our biggest things: hard work, defending well, and attacking to a point where we're putting ourselves in a good position to dictate the tempo of the game, as opposed to the opposite.
Speaking of scoring goals, I want to talk about your 2 leading goal scorers, Alyssa Lapp, Molly Curry. What have they done this year that's allowed them to be as successful as they have been offensively?
Well, if you look at both players, there's a lot of similarities between the 2. They're not big. They're not big talkers. They're doers. They're very blue collar, and so what you get from both of those players is, for 90 minutes, they're looking for ways to help their team out in whatever way it is, whether it be a tackle, getting back on defense, or scoring goals. And both have combined to help the team out in pretty important moments, whether it be home or on the road all season long. And we've depended on them. You know, Alyssa, speaking about Alyssa in particular, she scored so many different goals this year. You know, a lot of times you see players who, whether it be their speed or they're good 1v1 or they're good in the air. Like, it's usually one thing, and they just keep finding that one thing and just keep using it over and over and over. Alyssa's been completely the opposite. She's rolled up her sleeves and just found any way possible to help the team out. You know, Molly plays in an interesting role, you know, for our team, where she's making a lot of runs and she's trying to get in behind defenses and everything. I go back to the Robert Morris game. It was you know, kind of a perfect example of, you know, kind of her getting in through behind on a really long ball. Well, it all starts with her making that run. So her runs this year have been really good. Her work rate has been really good, and it's resulted in her scoring more goals. You know, so the 2 of them, you know, hopefully they both can have 2 or 3 goals this weekend, and that gives us 2 wins.
Coach, thanks very much. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you very much. Go Bonnies.